Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis prepare to enter negotiations for a fight with...
Because Shakur Stevenson is that difficult. Because of his style, because of his abilities, because of his eyes, because of his, his legs, that his hand speed, the way that he controls range. Tank Davis is the only guy that I can see that could possibly decipher that style and beat Shakur Stevenson.
Over a year since his return to the ring, the Baltimore fighter quickly demonstrated why he's considered one of boxing's top stars. True to form, he defeated Frank Martin at the MGM Grand last month. Having held the lightweight title since 2019, it was time for a new challenge, a title unification. But this meant facing other champions such as Vasilenko, Shakur Stevenson, and Denis Barak. As time passed, discussions about a potential match with the Ukrainian Olympic gold medalist gained momentum. Unfortunately, the excitement was short-lived. Reports indicate that the medalist chose to take a step back and spend time with family, leaving both the boxing world and fans confused. However, there wasn't much time for prolonged disappointment. Enter the Newark-born southpaw, who has now responded in kind. It seems the stage is set for the fight. Everyone has been eagerly awaiting. Boxing Kingdom shared a message that both the Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson teams have been showing positive vibes for a potential fight in the future. Public statements from both Team Gervonta Davis and Team Shakur Stevenson suggest both teams are open to making the super fight next. The two have sparred hundreds of rounds over recent years, including one 20-minute round in a Baltimore gym in 2017. It read fans might want to revisit Frank Martin's post-fight press conference. Remember Gervonta Davis' comments about a potential fight with Shakur Stevenson? That seems like a distant memory now. During his talk at City Boxing, even Kenny Ellis, Davis's longtime trainer, expressed optimism that a bout with the Rio Olympic silver medalist now appears to be the next logical step after the Loma fallout, having successfully defended his title for the first time since becoming a lightweight champion last year. Shakur Stevenson is now eyeing his next major challenge. While playful banter in exchanges from their spar days continue, they can be set aside in pursuit of a bout that's on every boxing fan's wish list. Explaining the magnitude of the potential fight with Gervonta Davis, he reportedly said, "That's like the biggest fight in the world. If we are really thinking about it, every hood in America is going to want to watch that fight. It's going to be a tremendous fight. That's the biggest and best fight to make in boxing. That's the game plan for me." In the end goal, fans will never forget how the Baltimorean inked his colleague, who was born in Newark on the now famous H. He is currently a free agent. The fight on June 6th versus Artem Heron was his final appearance under top level, resulting in issues such as per Scarguin's expense coverage. Broadcasting rights, sponsorship, and marketing agreements are increasingly factors that both sides must handle. Shakur Stevenson has previously expressed an interest in fighting the Matrix, and whether he or Tank wins or loses, both could potentially face Lomachenko next year. This meeting could give a possibility for title unification for the winner or a new championship opportunity for the loser. The Ukrainian champion is most likely aware that his career is winding down after proving his naysayers wrong by becoming a 3-division champion this year. A fight against either Gervonta Davis or Shakur Stevenson next year would significantly enhance his legacy. Meanwhile, promoter Bob Arum has announced that Vasily Lomachenko will make his return to the ring in 2025. Lomachenko decided to postpone the unification bout with WBA lightweight champion Gervonta Davis, which was originally scheduled for November, to focus on resuming his career. Arum has not stated if Lomachenko would face Tank when he returns in 2025. However, even if that fight does not materialize, Lomachenko could still earn a significant income by competing against WBO champion Denis Barak and Shakur Stevenson. If Lomachenko decides not to fight Tank, Davis may wind up settling scores, since Davis has avoided any dealings with Lomachenko for a solid 6 years until now. The significance of Lomachenko's presence has only now become plain, and the reasons for this avoidance are pretty obvious. Fans have speculated that IBF lightweight champion Lomachenko may be pondering retirement. This suspicion stems from his desire to avoid a high-profile showdown with Tank Davis, which may have been a profitable chance and potentially his largest career payout by a significant amount. Tank Davis's team is livid that the 36-year-old Lomachenko reversed his decision about the fight, accusing him of ducking the challenge. However, what Team Tank is overlooking is that Davis himself avoided facing Lomachenko over the past 6 years, when the likelihood of him defeating Gervonta was high. They're eager to face Lomachenko now because he's older and seen as more vulnerable, making it a strategic move for Team Tank. It's textbook cherry-picking, a tactic some boxing fans believe has propelled Davis in his career. Tank's management has been carefully orchestrating matchups from the beginning, and it's been effective. But this meticulous approach has notably slowed his rise in popularity, resulting in generally modest PPV buys, with the exception of his notable success against Ryan Garcia. As far as Lomachenko is concerned, promoter Bob Arum said Pro Box TV about Vasyl Lomachenko, adding that he's made his money, saved his money, and we'll see him again. Tim Bradley to Sean Ziti's YouTube channel. If you don't believe you can hang with Tank, put a fork in you, it's done. It's going to be hard to return. It's going to be incredibly hard to return to the sport. But I think LMA retired without stating it. Bradley is incorrect. Lomachenko may be concentrating on other concerns in his native Ukraine. He must be under stress because his nation is at war. Tank's management has been meticulously manipulating matchups since the beginning, and it's been effective. However, this thorough method has considerably hindered his increase in popularity, resulting in typically moderate PPV buys with the exception of his notable performance versus Ryan Garcia. Bradley said it's a business, and whoever the younger fighter is that's generating the money they want them to win. That's just how it goes. I don't know what Lomachenko is going through, but political slams pervade boxing, and it's no secret that judges favor well-liked competitors, and referees frequently favor well-known while sanctioning bodies. Fighters issue standing 8 counts, even when they are close to being knocked out. They mandate rematches for fighters who lose. They rarely grant the same regard when less renowned. Fighters are unfairly treated. You put all that stress on top of that with his family and friends and stuff, said Bradle about Lomachenko. He added, fighting in a war and getting killed. My hat goes off to Loma on another note. I hope he's okay if he decides to hang them up. It is what it is. He's had a great career. He's made his money. He's made his mark. He's made his history. If Lomachenko had not been given the go-ahead by the judges in his battle against Devin Haney last year, he would have succeeded in his goal of becoming the undisputed lightweight champion. Bradley said, he didn't accomplish his last goal of becoming the undisputed lightweight champion. But that's fine, you accomplished a lot, and you've revolutionized the sport. The sport is different now because of LMA. Even though it appeared he had defeated Haney, the judges awarded the victory to the young. You've got a lot of guys trying to battle for a world championship a lot faster. Now you've got a lot of players trying to copy L's footwork. They're trying to emulate his footwork. When you have that kind of effect, that's legendary status. People trying to emulate your style remarked. Bradley L. Mino has accomplished a great deal in boxing and is often emulated more than the highly popular Tank. Davis depends primarily on his power. L's skills and talent are on a higher level, making him a key figure that other fighters aspire to learn from. The door appeared open for a clash between the champions, a fight Lomachenko had sought for years. Initial discussions with Bob Arum's top rank were promising, but the situation shifted when Lomachenko's manager, A.G. Uzkas, announced that his fighter would not return this year due to a lack of motivation in a conversation with Shahzad, a Hall of Fame fighter turned analyst. Bradley talked about L's cancellation of a possible battle with Tank. Reflecting on the term duck, which suggests avoiding a battle, he stated that he had been critical of Tyson Fury when negotiations with Usyk failed and believed he needed to apply the same criteria here. Bradley acknowledged that calling it a duck was correct, but he believed there was a deeper issue. He remarked that LMA, famed for not dodging challenges, had now avoided conflicts. Twice, first with Shakur Stevenson, who wanted to fight but was turned down by LMA, and now with Tank,